Greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading. For your energetic pass here, we have the rune of Ehwaz. Ehwaz is like that pilgrimage rune. So you could have been on a pilgrimage, been called to a pilgrimage. This could be inner or outer. What I mean is it could be like on an inner journey or an outer like journey to like Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, like a spiritually recharging place. For some people, it's as simple as an ice cream shop, so try not to overthink it. Regardless, Ehwaz is the horse rune. This is an energetic source that's proven itself to you. So this, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't, this is like a reflection of your emotional well-being, your intuition, and maybe challenged with aspects of that. Maybe looking at addition to, or maybe continuing, asking yourself if you want to continue on your life journey with that energetic source or not. Taking what resonates here, Sagittarius, leaving what doesn't. We will get more clarity about this moving forward. So let's get your rune for the energetic now. Energetic now is in the Odin's rune. Okay, so Odin's rune is an irreversible rune too. No markings on it. Now, this is not a recognized letter in the Elder Futhark or anything like that, or a recognized rune, because this is blank. But for readings, this is indicative of the patch over Odin's eye. This is meaning something that you know already, or something that's deliberately being hidden from you. So with that, we will get a rune of clarity from a completely different set at the very end of the reading. All right. Very simple with that. With this in the energetic now, it could be, honestly, it could be either. It really could be either. And I wouldn't overthink it right now. But I think with this energetic source that's proven itself to you, I think you kind of have a hunch here. All right. So in your energetic outcome, or not outcome, future here is that more balanced, divine, feminine kind of aspect. This is lake, sea, flow, water, divining with water, scrying with water. Now, why I say it's divine feminine's room, because this is that flow of water, the life-giving energies that water has, a lot like the life-giving waters that divine feminine has, and the intuitive flow. So this is a good aspect, a good time for me to mention that we have aspects of divine feminine and masculine within all of us, okay? So really the balance there is key, but I think in your energetic near future here, see how this is looking like you have one Laguz here, and it's mirroring the Laguz here, okay? So this is like somebody who knows you emotionally, reflects you, can like understand you emotionally. This could be a relationship with divine source, with yourself, with another person, with a family member, okay? Taking what resonates. But I think this is either symbolic of you continuing alone, or having that healed emotional aspect out of all of this. Increased intuition, healed emotional aspects, yeah. All right, as we take what resonates and leave what doesn't, this one kind of threw us for a loop. We're going to get that clarity, but let's see what your influence is for the now. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Pertho is the gambler's cup. This is taking a gamble, taking an energetic leap. Like divine is literally saying, like, do a trust fall, I got you. All right, so this is like the gamble, or a board game, friendly competition, initiation, like a pregnancy, where you know how the energy that you got into, you know how it started. You don't know how it's going to end, but you want to steer it towards its best possible outcome. So you're going to continue with that energy and try to get it to that point, this best possible outcome. You come out shifted a little bit, where you start off facing this way, you come out facing that way, and that's your initiation, right? You have a different perspective on things. So that would be with your heart, your mind, taking what resonates, right? That's the influence that you want to uncover, that mystery, right? You want to get down to, what is this all about? How can I learn from this? What can I gain from this? All of that good stuff, right? Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. So what is your advice then for the now? Your advice, Sagittarius, is to be your authentic self. Yeah, obviously, yeah, be your authentic self, because you wouldn't have attracted this energy if you weren't your authentic self to begin with. Okay, the sun is the Sowilo, the sun rune here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself because I'm a little excited here for you. Sowilo, the sun rune, is the embodiment of the sun. This is very lucky, very good fortune type of energy, kind of like the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold. You don't have anything to worry about, basically. So just be your authentic self. You're throwing yourself into this mystery. You're going to be illuminating all those corners, that the mystery that you don't know of, by shining your own brilliant divine source light. So Sagittarius, the sun shines on everybody and everything, provides so many beautiful energies, life-giving energies, codes, you name it. You are meant to be like this too with the sun, right? The sun doesn't have any hesitation, reservation, judgment, or whatever. It just is. You need to be just is. Right? You need to be yourself, just embodying that, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, being yourself, and just shining like your beautiful, brilliant self. That is an amazing message here for your advice, right? Just be authentic. You wouldn't have attracted this to begin with if you weren't already doing this in the past. Okay, so just continue to do this. In your outcome, you have an enhanced state of stability. So with this is like the U branch, YEW, right? The ash tree, the world axis. This is an irreversible rune. This is like Yggdrasil, like the Norse tree of life. And you're the squirrel in the middle of the tree, balancing that head and heart energy, with the condor at the top of the tree and the serpent at the bottom of the tree. So with this in your outcome, you have enhanced durability, flexibility, strength, right? All of those beautiful, flexible energies. So when we flex too much or not enough, we can snap our branches off and become Isa, which is stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons, having to pause further for more clarity. But you see, when we're flexing just enough, we can see the sun peeking through, right? The other side of the branches. So that would be the opposite of Isa, where you can be your beautiful, abundant, natural vitality, successful, Midas touch, all of that great stuff. And through that, you have the enhanced intuition, enhanced emotional clarity and stability, because you have this blessed embodiment of that stability, flexibility, that durability. And because you went through this initiation, you had to be able to do some flexing. And I wonder, this Odin's rune, if it's just another one of these. This is Awaz, by the way, or Awaz. Awaz. They are spelled like one letter different from one another, okay? That's why I kind of butcher the pronunciation sometimes. Feel free to flame me in the comments below. Regardless, this is a beautiful outcome energy where you're like enhanced strength, enhanced durability, beautiful sunshine energy carrying through on that as well. Let's get that rune of clarity for the energetic now. Communication is going to be key here. Communication. This is Ansu's divine downloads, prophetic dream work. Something that you already know, I believe, is what this is. And because you understand that you need to communicate in healthy ways. Otherwise, it just ain't going to work. You need to communicate through this in healthy ways. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All right. This is also indicative of divine downloads, prophetic dream work. This looks like Lagus stacked up, right? And so with Lagus, the divine feminine, with it primarily being enhanced intuition, this is a lot more like claircognizance, clairaudience, all those clairs, premonition, dreams, aha moments, epiphanies, divine downloads, like being literally blessed by a gift, like spiritually, divinely, right? Divine communication, divinely guided communication. So this is nicknamed the antenna rune as a result, because it not only looks like an antenna, but this is enhanced communication. All right, so I believe that is something that you definitely already knew, Sagittarius, because you can't balance all of this without some healthy dialogue. Whether or not that dialogue is with yourself, with divine source, with this other energetic source that's proven itself to you, because through the communication, you're going to unravel those mysteries together. Just by shining and being your authentic self. Don't be afraid of what you're going to uncover, because at your near future is going to lead you to either a body of water for emotional healing, because you dropped the ball here, or emotional clarity, increased intuition, all of that beautiful stuff along with it, okay? Let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Spirit, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Sagittarius here for this week? What message of clarity do you have for Sagittarius? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to stop and I accidentally bent a card while doing that. Well, thankfully, there's no crease. But this card of clarity says blame. Says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah. This is kind of like, yeah, okay, hitting that sermon on repeat, basically. So without beating a dead horse, so to speak, let's look at what this card has to say for further clarity. Again, it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Sagittarius, it's easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly, there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. You are the one responsible for this, not anyone else. You are. So the ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. That mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. That is an illusion. When you believe in someone else's responsibility for your problems, that belief is the problem. Sagittarius, personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempted shift to blame. All right. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.